right, we're now going to give out the diplomas. So when you hear your name, please come up and you can grab your diploma from Sean, and then if you would like to say a few words, we'd love to hear something from everyone. Alexander Calderon.
Nervous. Thank you. Man, thank you. I often had looked at everyone and I wondered, like, what the hell am I doing over here because of all the experience, all the homies I had, and all the work that you already had done. And so I was like, why me? And then I just began like being surrounded by all of you. You guys started inspiring me. So then I realized, like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. And so when we're talking, I hear you guys reaffirm that. At the end of the group, what I began getting more than anything was a whole new gang of homies who are like focused on doing something else different, and changing things. And so that's been the biggest highlight for me is just that, joining this gang. And I look forward to putting in the work for everybody. Thank you.
All right, just in the nick of time, Hugo Gonzalez.
So obviously they haven't customized the podiums for me yet, but it's getting there. I will say this, look, I'll keep it short. You know, a friend of mine once told me that greatness can't be locked up. And I'm gonna be honest with you, 3 years ago, I didn't think I'd be in this position at Loyola. There's no way that I would ever even imagine this far. And there's a lot of times where I tell myself that, you know, I don't belong here. My self-doubt, moments of insecurity. But the truth of the matter is that reality says otherwise. I'm thankful for every individual that's here. I know the majority, and the people that I didn't know from the past, I got to know. And I'm extremely proud to be not only a part of this, but be able to be a part of an elite of individuals that are gonna change the world. So thank you once again for everything. Marissa, Sean, Chris, Brooke, everybody, Susan, everybody. I just wanna say this much. I really am grateful. I really am grateful. So thank you once again. And hell yeah, greatness can't be locked up.
Roberto Luca.
Oh man, how do I follow this class up? I just want to say that I am aware that I am among greatness. And to each and every one of you out there, the alumni of this first class, I want to say that we have an opportunity that's golden. And we've come this far, and we're going to change communities. We're going to be those opportunity givers. We're going to tell those narratives, and we're going to build something great. I can't wait to get started. I love you all, and yeah, just thank you all for everything, and I look forward to everything that we have to accomplish.
And the first expert GIFs is working with Manny Thomas.
I know you guys heard from me already. I know you heard from me, but I can't resist the microphone. Manny Thomas III, we're gonna do that again. No, I wanted to thank, and I think on behalf of all of us, I want to thank the people in our lives as well, right? We're able to get to this point because of the support that we have. And there's times when, especially for me, when I was sitting in the prison cell, I was on the verge of giving up. And it was people like my mother and father, like my wife, like good friends that I have in my life that reminded me why I was fighting to get back home. It reminded me of who I was when I had lost track of the narrative, right? When I had lost track of who I actually was, it was the support structure around me that reminded me who I was. Along with my fellow gang experts, and it was mentioned earlier, being in the presence of you all reminded me that I'm not done. Like, we have more to do. And every time I'm one of those people who can get complacent relatively quickly. I got home, life is good, I'm married, I had my first child, got a good job, get to do what I love, and I was like, I'm good. And this class reminded me of like, no, you're not good. And more importantly, this isn't even about you. Your talents are your not own. Our talents are not ours. We must share these to put others in our position and to give people back their liberty. So thank you.
My good friend, Adam Mortera.
Thank you, everyone. For me, this is a very important moment, very personal. I'm proud. I'm very proud to hold this in my hands. I would have never, ever dreamed that I would be in a suit and tie at Loyola Law School. For me, the reason why this is so important, because I think about, we call ourselves a civilized society, but does a civilized society truly treat the children that have experienced oppression, suffering, and trauma the way we do as a society? And for me, I've been on both ends of this. I've been on the side of a child who was traumatized and was not given treatment and was not given care. I was given punishment by a criminal justice system. In my opinion, there was no justice involved in this criminal justice system that I went through. So for me, this is about the children that are still experiencing school to prison pipeline, prison to deportation pipeline, and mass incarceration. This is for the Black community, the Latino community. This is for the love of my people, por amor a mi gente. This is why I do this. I'm very proud to be here, and let the revolution be televised. Thank you.
Jamel Carter.
I don't even know what to say. I share and echo many of the sentiments, things that was already said here today. Manny spoke very well, Adam, Danny, it's powerful, right? But my personal story, this is just, it's woven right into it. This is part of it. I'm gonna keep it real short and brief. Like the day that I got sentenced, I made a promise to my mother. Like, I was gonna do whatever it takes to come home, and when I get home, I'm gonna right my wrongs. And like, seriously, I didn't even know how powerful those words were. But for real, those words guided me through my experience in my incarceration. Blessed to come home. I did whatever it took, and I didn't do it by myself. I want to say that I had great people. The heavens blessed me with great, powerful men to come into my life and help me connect the dots. Many of those men, surprisingly, are here today. That's amazing to me to see Manny, to see Danny, to see Graham, to see all these men that was here. Adam, we shared the space. Hugo, it's my brothers. These dudes helped me, shape me, mold me, get me right. So it's not an accident that I'm standing here today. Didn't do none of this by myself, right? I want to give credit and then thanks, sincere thanks to all the teachers and educators here at Loyola Marymount for allowing us to have this. Like, right, I keep hearing about changing the narrative. That is real. The connection that an individual will be able to make with a client on behalf of the lawyer. I've had that experience already. And I was moved because the young man that I went and had the opportunity to interview on behalf of the lawyer, I saw nothing but myself when I spoke to this youngster, right? And it was, for a moment, we jostled, clowned, and played around a little bit, but the conversation got serious, right? And I had the ability to push back. And there was moments when, he was clowning and playing with I pushed back just gently enough, but in a way that he was able to receive the sincerity and seriousness of what was going on. And I made a commitment to him. Like most of the men that I do in the line of the work that I do every day, not only I'm here just to, on behalf of the lawyer, but I offer a friendship. And I made a connection with that youngster, and I'm going to follow through with that. I made a lot of promises to him too, as somebody that I had the opportunity to be able to mentor, connect with on behalf of the lawyer. But I promised him I'll be there for him as a mentor, big brother, and everything. So that's another thing that goes along with the gang expert. If you so choose to be and make a connection with these individuals for the rest of our lives. I just think like doors have been closed for me in the past. Now doors are opening. This is a door opening for me, for real. Me coming home, like I said, righting my wrongs. Like this is another reason that I'm gonna make Miss Carter, my mama, I'm blessed to have her in my life, proud of me. And for me, that's the home run. Giving my mother reasons to be proud of her only son, her baby boy. Back home, like my family, my neighborhood, my homeboys that still 1 foot in it. And they're so proud of me. I never gave nobody reasons to be proud of me. This here is a moment to be proud of Jamel Carter. I'm proud of Jamel Carter, right? Y'all talking about rocking suits and stuff, like, yeah. But again, I'm gonna close with giving thanks to Brooke, Marissa. I love y'all unconditionally, and that's how I really believe we're gonna change the narrative. The ability to love unconditionally. That's like a size 4X. I'm about 3 right now, I'm still working on it. But I believe if I can love anybody like the way that I love Miss Carter, like I'm gonna be able to change that narrative. Because for a long time, fear has been used. They're talking about 30 years of the injustice of the criminal system and using gang. I think being able to love unconditionally. Like the youngster that I interviewed, immediately the bond was connected. I was able to give him the same kind of love that I was able to give, that I am able to give my mother, unconditional. I believe that love brought me home. I believe that love is going to help change the narrative in the line of work and duties that's upon us and the responsibility. And with that, thank you.
Adrian Vasquez.
I didn't have nothing prepared or nothing like that, but one thing that resonated as everyone spoke was tears of pain that we endured as kids. Tears of pain when we actually were not uplifted as a child. Tears of pain when we're looking at life sentences. Tears of pain when our lawyer would not believe in our story and would not fight for us. And I think that's something we would resonate. Being in this class reminds us that we need to shift those tears of pain to tears of joy. To give an opportunity to our mothers, our fathers, everyone else, especially the juveniles that were out there to help. How many of those are now sitting there with sorrows at night, crying to sleep? And in order to change the tears of pain to tears of joy, we have to change the hearts and minds of people. And with this program, it's so integral, it's so strong, and it has the power to move things. If it wasn't for Sean, Chris, Marissa, and Brooke, and everyone else that's here on staff, I don't think that would be possible. We now have the tools, the assets, and also the network in order to make that drastic change, to implement that into other people's lives. And hopefully that one day they can come here. I was talking to Sean earlier, I said, well, I never thought I'd be here. You know, the next step would be, knock on wood, be a law student here. But this is just a sign. This is just a sign that there's more things to come, there's more things for us to come. And as a collective, as a unity, as togetherness, I think we can do that. We can put all that racial stuff to the side because at the end of the day, we're all human beings who want to love and want to have tears of joy. Thank you.
Last but but absolutely not least, Graham Finocchio. Who's the last? Danny's next.
So there's a lot of things here that I'm uncomfortable with: microphones, suits, direct sunlight, pictures, all things I don't like. There's a lot of things that I'm super grateful for, and it's been an amazing experience going through this, learning, still so much to learn, so much to do. The opportunity of getting to know all of you outside of here after going through the course and build something amazing with you and be able to divest from punitive justice systems and invest in the community and invest in the people that have experienced the things that we've experienced. Like these are the gifts of life. Manny, Hugo, and I were in the same prison for a long time. And we used to walk the yard, either separately or together, and just talk about what we wanted to do. And I can honestly say wasn't even on the radar, but it wasn't not on the radar, you know? Like, because we painted a broad picture and we had no idea what freedom looked like. I mean, we spent most of our, you know, our entire adult lives inside, and a lot of our juvenile lives inside too. And we had no idea what this could have looked like, but I am so grateful that this is one of the things that it looks like, that this is what it's become. This is an opportunity that I'm very grateful for. And my plan is to keep building this out so that we can break down what's completely flawed and what hurts our people, and invest in those people the way they should have been in the first place. Thank you.
Now last but not least, Danny Contreras.
Like everybody else, I'm just grateful to be here, right? I'm grateful for all these people here. I'm also grateful for my wife, Claudia. She wasn't able to make it here today, and my kids. I got a bunch of kids. I got Leslie, Angel, Marky, Carlos, Jojo, Junior, Ray. I'm blessed, man. God is good. This month I will have, on June 26th was my freedom date, I will have 10 years out of prison. And every day I still wake up and can't even phantom or imagine, it's just like, look up in the mirror. I remember looking up in the mirror in the prison cell like, what the hell am I doing here? You know, I just threw away all my life. Now looking up like, man, life is good, you know? I just want you guys to just remember that, right? OG, we're changing the narrative. We're opportunity givers now, right? And there's this saying that I always say when I go out to the schools and talk to kids is, if it's meant to be, it's up to me, right? And that kind of became my motto. But it's basically our motto, right? Because we're going to put in the work. Just like we were putting in the work before for the negative stuff, now we're going to put in the work for the good stuff, right? If it's meant to be, it's up to us, right? So with that, I'm going to drop this mic. No. Can I have all the graduates come up here real quick? I'm going to hijack the graduation real fast. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to let Adrian do the honors, and thank you, everybody. Can I have all you guys come over here? Behind Marissa, line up behind Marissa.
So is everybody up here? Our guys on the hot seat. So first of all, we're so grateful for everything you guys have done. Marissa, Sean, Chris, and everyone else that's here on the panel. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't think that spark that you guys created the spark in us to keep on pushing forward, to create a change in the narrative that no one has ever done before. I know, Sean, you mentioned you've been thinking about this and wanting to do this for so many years, and finally we're here. And then with that said, we want to give you some gifts of appreciation on behalf of the whole group. We're the first of 2021, more to come, and I hope this is just a small token of appreciation on behalf of Loyola Law School, the staff, the administration, and everyone around us. And for that, thank you all. Sean, first one. They're all good. Next up, Chris. Marissa. and Brooke. And please forgive me if I forgot anyone else. They're on their way. Ellie, yours is on his way. This was like literally a short notice, and our guy made a huge effort. I'd like you guys to open them up. It's a commemorative token of our appreciation and love that we have for you, in a form to signify that we're so grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, let's get a picture of all this together.
We're going to do a quick group photo, and then we have some hospitality. We're going to break bread together and enjoy a moment together, and before we send you off on your way to go save the world. So where's the picture, Marissa?
What camera are we looking at? We all gonna be sideways?
Just look forward. Everybody smile like we like each other.
Carly, okay, right there.
We got hands right there. Yeah.
You guys should all get up in here. Ellie, Ellie, get over here, Ellie. Come on, let's put Ellie right here. Ellie, get up here. You gotta be up the front, Ellie. Here, I'll make you wait right here, right here. Your pizza shots now.
Hey. What? Oh, it took me a minute. I was like, what?
All right, go enjoy some time.
Oh, you got one?